The truth about Russia-Ukraine conflict. Commies and Nazis. Russia is still communist. It still is. It still has the double eagle for its flag. Rothschilds are still there. When they say they kicked Rothschilds out of Russia, they're lying. Those are fake news. There's a lot of fake news going around. It's controlled opposition. Vladimir Lenin said, in order to control the opposition, we must become the opposition. Okay, from somebody who knows. A large proportion of the Russian army fighting in Ukraine are not ethnic Russians. Very many of them are Burats or Chechens or even Tuvans, all of which are Russian citizens, but mostly Mongoloids, with the exception of Chechens who are not Mongoloids. Well, this guy, I don't know if he has it wrong or not, but he says they're fanatic Muslims. But a lot of Mongoloids are Muslims. Those guys are exterminating in the most brutal way possible Ukrainians who are purely white people. Xi calls for New World Order dominated by China and Russia and elimination of the U.S. But hey, people think Putin is a savior. Oh, he's kicking out the Rothschilds. He's against the New World Order. Time to establish... Oh, let's go back. Time to establish New World Order, says Putin. It's called the International Community to establish a New World Order with the aim of preventing future conflicts. Speaking at the international discussion in Sochi, Putin affirmed the immutability of Russia's position and called on the West to enter into dialogue. Okay, so back. There's Vladimir Putin. He's actually from Finland, and yes, he is Jewish. He's a Hebrew. Those guys, those Mongols, are exterminating whites in the most brutal way. Ukrainians who are purely white people. The so-called Russian troops fighting Ukraine against white Ukrainians are 90% from the regions of Russia with very little income. They are paid in US, compared to US dollars, $4,000 to $8,000 per month, which is absolutely enormous money for them. Putin had been flooding Russia with Central Asians, mostly Tajiks and Uzbeks, for the last 20 years. If you go to Moscow, you would think that you are in Asia. Okay, this guy says, I was there last year. Moscow subway looks like Toronto subway with women with strollers. A lot of foreigners, a lot of Muslims, a lot of Mongols, a lot of babies pushing their babies. During Muslim holidays, Moscow streets are crowded with hundreds of thousands of Muslims, knee bent down in the streets because Moscow mosques can't possibly fit them all. By the way, Moscow authorities banned these gatherings last year, citing to COVID-19. Nothing like this has been happening in Ukraine, where the proportion of the Muslim population is very small. If Putin takes over Ukraine, he's going to resettle it with Muslim population. Putin's war is killing tens of thousands of white people to take big advantage of Afro-Asian peoples. Putin's war against Ukraine is akin to World War I and II. Go see my video about World War I and II and how it is about commies and Nazis fighting, but they're not fighting really against each other. It's a proxy. They're only killing white civilians. To make it look like good guy, bad guy, but actually both of them are bad guys. And they kill all the innocent white civilians. There's even in World War II Mongolians in Berlin. This is all truth, no bullshit. Putin's war against Ukraine is akin to World War I and World War II, when tens of millions of white people killed each other, so that half a century later, Afro-Asians would take over without a single shot all the countries that those Europeans had died for. The war in Ukraine is the continuation of this trend. No matter how you put it, what's happening in Ukraine is mostly Europeans killing each other, with the exception that Putin is trying to use as many ethnically non-Russian, non-Christian troops as he can, mercenaries from Chechnya, Kalmyk, Tuva, and Berat, etc. None of which are ethnically Russians, and whatever Putin's goals and orders he gives to his generals are, he clearly doesn't care about how many thousands of people are going to die on both sides. Who controls Putin? Russia and China alliance. Check out the story how the Chinese threaten Canada and all that. How come we have so many Chinese in North America? You think they're here to coexist with you? If Civil War breaks out or World War III breaks out, these guys are going to self-sacrifice to themselves, and they're going to shoot you right in the streets. That's what they're here for, to shoot you right in the streets. That's why USA and Canada wants their citizens disarmed, for the dragons to shoot. The dragons command these people. These are our Western agents. These people do not belong here. By the way, these rabbis here are the same that controls USA. You can find George Bush amongst these guys too. Let's see. Oh my God, isn't that the same people? Yeah, this guy, look at him. Check him out, compare him. Same people with Putin. Oh my God, North America and Russia. Oh, same people. Well, these guys are going to tell Biden, hey, we should attack the Russians. And then these guys, they go over to Russia and they tell Putin, yeah, we need to make a strong defense of North America. If the U.S. attacks us, we need to nuclear assault North America and completely obliterate them. You understand what's going on? Okay, wake up.